Good afternoon, my fellow boogies and boogettes. Today I would like to welcome you to the first ever episode of Will It Boogie, a series where I make a beat using a given theme or inspiration. Today's episode will be building a beat using sounds exclusively from the Super Smash Bros. Games. I've always loved and played all of the Super Smash games all the way up from Melee, and frankly have spent way more time playing all these games than I ever would like to admit. The Super Smash Bros. Games all have some of the most iconic characters of all time, not to mention some of the most iconic sounds and sound effects of any game I've ever played. Before I even start this, I feel like there's a few keynotes I have to hit, being like, there needs to be a Falcon Punch, there needs to be the home run bat sound, and I want to add a Yoshi sound because Yoshi's my main and he's my boy. He's just too cool. How could I not? All right, enough talking. We've introduced it. Let's start looking into it. 3, 2, 1, go. First thing is first, I'm gonna skim through the library, all of the sounds I've actually downloaded, and start finding either a melody that I can start building this entire beat off. Join me through the process of finding some sound. Some of these are just flat out funny because I don't know what some of these are from. That's a classic. I like that one a lot. I'm gonna make sure to be highlighting some of these. Oh, exact. That is a must without a doubt. It's just a shotgun sound. I don't feel like I've ever heard the shotgun pump in Super Smash. This is so fun just going through the sounds. I really like the gritty sound of that because it still sounds like a video game. Oh, I love that. I could record my own version of the hammer and make that the melody. Band slap. Oh, fan was so annoying. Absolutely backhanded by your buddy. Forget about it. Now I've saved some sounds. Here's just a few that I really like. I'm gonna just map those to a drum pad, and that will give us an idea of some of the primetime sound that I want in here. And honestly, probably gonna try to track down some more because I still have not found that holy Falcon Punch. It's too good. Can't not have it. All right, let's do this. Ooh, so good. Love those sounds. Oh, laser? Just throw a laser in there? Why not? Okay, we've mapped out some of these, but there's still a few I'm missing. So I'm gonna go track down a few more. I gotta have a Yoshi, I gotta have a Falcon Punch. Here I've filled out my drum pad with a little more sounds that I really enjoy. Let me give you a few of them. Falcon Punch! How could I not? The Steve is hilarious to me because, we got all these crazy characters. We got Bayonetta, we got Richter, we got Ganondorf. Steve! We've got a little more of a drum pad. I'm going to go through and now find a synth or a piano to kind of replicate the hammer sound we were looking for earlier. Yes, exactly. Now we gotta switch it up a little bit. So I think that's what I'm gonna record first, variation of the hammer. The answer is super rough, so I'm gonna fix that. While Other Austin edits this track, I'm here with a little bit of story time actually regarding Super Smash Bros. A few years ago while in college, I had a friend that I was starting to get closer with. We'd hung out with a few times before, but were by no means best friends. And I had him over to the place I was living at the time to play games with some of my roommates and I. So we start out by playing Mario Kart, a game in which I typically just wipe the floor with my roommates, absolutely demolish, and he shows up and actually crushes me. And I was astonished, but also stoked because I now have an actual competitor. So he beats me in Mario Kart and big whoop, whatever. I wouldn't actually consider myself great at Mario Kart by any means. But after that, we boot up Super Smash Ultimate on the Switch. Another game which at the house I lived at, I was the undisputed champ of, and sure enough, we play a game and he beats me, and he beats me again. And I am at this point just in complete awe. But once again, this was huge and super exciting considering I had someone my caliber to actually play against. Really, the reason I bring up the story is because in a crazy way, Super Smash Bros. Changed my trajectory in life so positively because the same guy invited over to my place and who beat me in Smash Bros. Went on to become one of my best friends to this day. Despite all of the story I'm telling you, I will completely refuse to admit that he's actually better than me. So shut up, I don't want to hear it. Anyways, that is the story time for today. Thank you for listening to me while other me does the heavy lifting. Let's get back to listening to this super hot track, boy. I'm a fan of that so far. That's a good start. We can mess with that more. That's going to be for sure what our drums are going to play on top of. So now, we're going to record some drums over it, see what we think. Oh my gosh, I'm happy with that for now. That's going to be our main loop. So what do you say we start adding some more to that? So that's what we're going to do. What am I doing? Don't you love it when you just completely erase another track? I do it very often. Let me give you a look at what I have so far. I'm super excited. This is fun. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We can make that work. Let me give you a little intro, little taste of some of the intro sounds like. Exciting, it's fun. All right, we're gonna keep going. I'm having fun. I feel like there's still plenty of room.
Holcomb punch!
So loud every time. I've done a little more work on it, given it just a little more life. Let me give you a snip of what that kind of sounds like.
Holcomb punch!
And with that, thank you for joining the first episode of Will It Boogie. It's been a pleasure. This is a ton of fun. Thanks so much for joining. And outside of that, cheers, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye.